जना जय जना धीरवनचारी जय कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधवा जय बिहारी हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम हरे हरे Prabhupada श्रील प्रभुपाद की, श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा महारानी की, श्री गौरंगी बेंगलुरु ईश्वरा की, श्री निताय चैतन्य की, श्री लक्ष्मी नरसिंहदेव भगवान की, गौर प्रेमानंदे। Readings from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 12, Chapter 5, Canto 5, Chapter 12. Today we will see verse 3 and 4. Raghugana converses with Jadabharata. Okay, so before getting into the text, let's chant the auspicious invocation prayers. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayana Naranchaiva Narottamam Devam Tato Jayam Mudiraye Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhavati Naishtiki. Okay, so we'll read text 3. Tasmat bhavantam mama shamshaya. Tasmat bhavantam mama samshaya prakshyami paschat adhuna subodham. Prakshyami paschat adhuna subodham. Adhyatma yoga gratitam tavoktam. Adhyatma yoga gratitam tavoktam. Akyahi kautuhala chetaso me. Akyahi kautuhala chetaso me. Tasmad bhavam tam mama shamshaya prakshyami paschat adhuna subodham. Adhyatma yoga gratitam tavoktam. Akyahi kautuhala chetaso me.
Tasmad bhavantam mama samshayartham.
Mama samshaya
Aduna shubhodam.
adhuna subodham.
Yatma yoga gratitam tavoktam.
Adhyatma tavoktam.
Akyahi kautuhala chetaso me.
Akyahi kautuhala chetaso me.
Tasmad bhavantam mama samshayartham.
Mama samshayartam.
Yami paschaduna shubhodam.
Adhuna subodham.
Yatma yoga gratitam tavoktam.
Adhyatma tavoktam. Akyahi kautuhala chetaso me. Mata. Okay.
Tasmad bhavantam mama samshayartham.
Tasmad bhavantam mama samshayartam.
Yami paschad aduna shubhodam.
Prakshyami paschat adhuna subodham.
Adhyatma yoga gratitam tavoktam.
Akyahi kautuhala chetaso me. Mataji. Tasmad bhavantam mama samshayartam. Prakshyami paschat adhuna subodham. Adhyatma yoga gratitam tavoktam. Akyahi kautuhala chetaso me. Tasmat, therefore, bhavantam, to you, mama, of me, samshaya artam, the subject matter that is not clear to me, prakshyami, I shall submit, paschat, afterwards, aduna, now, subodham, so that it can be clearly understood. Adhyatma yoga, the mystic instruction for self-realization. Gratitam, as composed. Tava, your. Uktam, speech. Akyahi, please explain again. Kautuhala chetasaha, whose mind is very inquisitive to understand the mystery of such statements. May, to me. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Abhay Charananda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. Okay, translation, please repeat. Whatever doubts I have about a particular subject matter, I shall ask you about later. For the time being, these mysterious yoga instructions you have given me for self-realization appear very difficult to understand. Please repeat them in a simple way so that I can understand them. My mind is very inquisitive and I want to understand this clearly. Purport. The Vedic literature instructs Tasmat Gurum Prabhadyeta Jigyashu Sreya Uttamam. An intelligent man must be very inquisitive to know the transcendental science deeply. Therefore, one must accept a guru, a spiritual master. Although Jadabharata explained everything to Maharaja Raghugana, it appears that his intelligence was not perfect enough to understand clearly. Therefore, he requested a further explanation as stated in Bhagavad Gita 4.34, Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya. The student must approach a spiritual master and surrender unto him fully. Pranipatena. He must also question him in order to understand his instructions. Pariprashnena. One should not only surrender to the spiritual master, but also render loving service unto him, sevaya, so that the spiritual master will be pleased with the student and explain the transcendental subject matter more clearly. A challenging spirit before the spiritual master should be avoided if one is at all interested in learning the Vedic instructions in depth. We are also going to cover verse 4. I'll read the translation. O master of mystic yogic power, you said that the fatigue resulting from moving the body here and there is appreciated by direct perception, but actually there is no fatigue. It is simply exists as a matter of formality. By such enquiries and answers, no one can come to conclusion of the absolute truth. Because of your presentation of this statement, my mind is little disturbed. Purport. Formal enquiries and answers about the bodily conception do not constitute knowledge of the absolute truth. Knowledge of the absolute truth is quite different from the formal understanding of bodily pain and pleasures. In Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna informs Arjuna that the pains and pleasures experienced in relation to the body are temporary. They come and go. One should not be disturbed by them, but one should tolerate them and continue with spiritual realization. Hari Om Tat Sat. Om Ajnanatimrantasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadadi Sapadantikam Vandeham Shri Gurun Sri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parjana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dina Bandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishabhanasute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunnavadi Paschaittya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Mukam karoti vachalam, pangalangayate girim, kripatamaham vande, shigrum dinataranam, paramananda madhavam, Sri Chaitanyameshwaram, kathanchana smrite yasmin, dushkaram sukram bhavet, vismrite paritam syat, Sri Chaitanyam namamitam, namam vishnupadaya Krishna prashtaya bhutale, Srimate Jayapataka Swaminit namine, nama acharya padanyata kripa padayine, Gaurakata Ramadaya Nagaragramatarini. Hare Krishna. So first of all, very happy Nityananda Triyodashi to all of you. So today is the most auspicious appearance of Lord Nityananda. He is the Adi Guru, he is Balaram, he is the Adi Guru, he is the original spiritual master. Whenever Lord Krishna appears to perform his various pastimes, then Balaram appears with him in order to assist him in his pastimes, because that is the function of the Guru. So therefore, naturally, when Lord Chaitanya appeared, along with him Lord Nityananda appeared to assist him in his pastimes and then to spread the mission of Lord Chaitanya. So because Lord Nityananda and Lord Chaitanya, they mercifully appeared in this material world in Kali Yuga, today we are able to sit here and we are able to relish Srimad Bhagavatam. So therefore, there's a very nice song, Parama Karuna, Pahudijana Nitai, Gaura Chandra, Savayavatar, Sara Shiromani, Kevala Ananda Kanda. Very, very beautiful song is there that explains the mercy of Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda. That in Kali Yuga is designed for suffering. Kali Yuga is designed for suffering. The whole design of Kali Yuga is that people are all stupid, people are all crazy, prayena alpaisha sabya, kalavasmin yuge jana, mandaha sumandamadayo, mandavagyena hi upadritaha, Bhagavatam says. Kali Yuga is specially designed to deliver suffering. And Kali Yuga is very specially designed to disturb everybody. Kali Yuga is specially designed to make us miserable. The design of Kali Yuga is like that. This is the default setting of Kali Yuga. But Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda appear and then they change the entire nature of Kali Yuga. And then those who accepted the mercy of Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda, for them the result of being in Kali Yuga is Kevala Anandakanda. Kevala Anandakanda. It is unlimited happiness, unlimited happiness. Anyone who comes in touch with Krishna consciousness immediately experiences some sort of transcendental happiness. That is the pleasure of being in the Krishna conscious movement, the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. At least they are able to appreciate nice prasad. That's where it begins. Sevan mukehi jivadhau. That they are able to appreciate nice prasad. Oh, this is so nice. Then they want to explore a little bit more. What more is so nice? Then Kirtan is so nice. Prasad is so nice. Kirtan is so nice. Dancing is so nice. Our program consists of 3 important activities. What are the 3 important activities of our program? Eating, singing and dancing. These are the 3 important activities in our program. And in Kali Yuga, everybody likes to eat, sing and dance. Eating is a big industry in Kali Yuga. Eating is a big industry in Kali Yuga. Singing is also a big industry in Kali Yuga. All big companies are in music. There's Sony Music, there's Apple Music, there's Savan Music, that music, this music. Because so much people like to sing. And dancing is also a big business in Kali Yuga. But everybody is dancing to demoniac tunes. But Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda, they are giving us opportunity to dance to the tunes of the Supreme Lord. So therefore, Nityananda Triyodashi, which is the appearance of Lord Nityananda, is a very, very auspicious day for all of us. Very auspicious day for all of us. Sri Sri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Maharani ki, Sri Gaurangi Bangalore Ishvara ki, Sri Nitai Chaitanya ki, Shri Lakshmi Nrsimhadev Bhagwan ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Gaur Premanande. So it's a very, very auspicious day for all of us. And on this auspicious day, we are discussing about a very special spiritual master. Who is that? Jadabharata. He is a very, very special spiritual master. In many ways, he is very special. And he is having a very special conversation with his disciple, who is King Raghugana. And Raghugana, he offered wonderful prayers to his spiritual master, Jadabharata, before asking some questions. So in the first two verses, he offered prayers. In the second and third verse, and then continuing verses, he is going to put some questions in front of him. And then Prabhupada explains in the purport, the importance of asking questions. This is the essence of spiritual life. The essence of spiritual life is that one should be able to ask the right type of question to the right type of person. This is the essence of spiritual life. Therefore, Vedanta Sutra begins with the sutra which encourages inquiry. Om Atato Brahma Jigyasa. So, now that we have come to this situation, after all our experiences, now that we have come to this situation, let us inquire. And this is the meaning. Om Atha Brahma Jigyasa. So, the first Atha in Atato Brahma Jigyasa refers to the multiple efforts of the conditioned soul to enjoy in multiple ways, and his failure to enjoy. Pious way, impious way, that way, this way, karma, jnana, yoga. So many different avenues are there to enjoy. But all these avenues of enjoyment simply result in misery. So after many millions of lifetimes of enjoyment or attempt for enjoyment, when the living entity comes to a stage where he understands that there is simply misery in this material world, then the second Atha comes. The second Atha refers to the association of the pure devotee. And he gets the association of the pure devotee. And when he gets the association of the pure devotee, now he is supposed to inquire about the constitutional position of the soul. This is called Brahma Jigyasa. That having failed to enjoy by multiple attempts through various ways, and having received the association of a pure devotee, now let us inquire into the original identity of the spirit soul. This is the purport of Om Atato Brahma Jigyasa. In the Bhagavatam, the first canto, first chapter is the purport on this verse. In the first canto, first chapter, we find that the Saunakadi Rishis, who are in the top of the Varnashram ladder. They are in the top of the Varnashram ladder. In the Varnashram ladder, the top is Brahmana and Sannyasi. They are combination of both. They are Brahmana Sannyasis. They are combination of both. They are Brahmana Sannyasis. So that is the topmost position you can achieve by perfect practice of Varnashram. And they don't have any self-interest. They don't have any self-interest. They are simply engaged in the interest of the entire population of Kali. And they are doing some activities like yajna, they are doing, but they are not satisfied. So, even though they are in the top of Varnashram, and even though they are simply doing activities for the welfare of everybody else, not their own welfare, still they are not satisfied. But when they meet Suta Goswami, who is in the bottom of the Varnashram, he is a Shudra. So now, but they see that he is completely satisfied and he is totally happy. Because of their intelligence, they can make out that this person is not an ordinary person. So therefore, the Brahmana Sannyasis, they make enquiry to the Shudra. accepting as spiritual master. So this is the purport of Om Adato Brahma Jigyasa. It doesn't matter where you are situated in Varnashram. If you meet a pure devotee, then it is your duty to make enquiry. It is your duty to make enquiry. So therefore, here Raghugana is actually making his enquiry to Jadabharata. He is very submissively he is putting forward that you have explained everything very nicely. There is no dearth of explanation. There is no defect in your explanation. But there is defect in my understanding because I have limitation. This is a very important attitude of a disciple. If a disciple thinks that he knows everything, he cannot learn from the spiritual master. So therefore Prabhupada said the disciple should be fool in front of the spiritual master. Because the spiritual master knows much more than the disciple. The ability to question is limited to our realization. We cannot question beyond our realization. Beyond our knowledge, we cannot question. It's very simple. We have a certain type of knowledge, we have a certain type of realization. We cannot question beyond that. For example, if somebody don't know what is gulab jamun, he cannot question about gulab jamun because he doesn't know the existence of gulab jamun. A very simple matter. So therefore, he cannot question about gulab jamun. He cannot understand what is gulab jamun, what is the taste of it, how to have it, how to make it. He cannot ask. So same way, we don't know Krishna. We don't know Krishna. The spiritual master knows Krishna. So therefore, we are inherently limited in asking our questions using our intelligence. Doesn't mean that we should not use our intelligence, but we should remember that there is inherent limitation of our intelligence. So there should be acknowledgement of that inherent limitation of intelligence. Therefore, sevaya. Therefore, sevaya. Therefore, one is mandated to serve the spiritual master. By serving the spiritual master, one accepts that the spiritual master is superior to him. He has superior intelligence, he has superior realization, he is superior to him. And then one should pose questions, but those questions Prabhupada explains in the purport, they should not be posed in the spirit of challenge. What is the problem? Why we cannot challenge the spiritual master? Debate is always good. Debate is always good. We can have debate. But there is a warning in Mahabharata. Tarko hi apratishto. Simply by debating, one cannot reach up to the absolute truth. One cannot reach up to the absolute truth simply by matter of debate. Or nor by analyzing the various opinions of great rishis, one can actually reach the absolute truth. One cannot reach. That different rishis, they have different opinion. Let's analyze all those opinions, then finally let's reach the absolute truth. No, we cannot. So then how to reach the absolute truth? Dharmasya tattvam nihitam guhayam. Dharmasya tattvam nihitam guhayam. The absolute truth and the information about absolute truth is found deep within the hearts of pure devotees. So therefore, Mahajana yena gata sapantaha. Therefore, one should actually walk in the path of great devotees. Mahajana yena gata sapantaha. So therefore, challenging spirit is not very useful in trying to understand absolute truth. Very nicely is explained by Prabhupada that even when Saunakadi rishis, they are glorifying Suta Goswami, they are very nicely saying that they're explaining how he has become expert. They're explaining that how you have become expert. They're saying that your behavior is most acceptable to your spiritual master. Vetattam saumya tat sarvam tatvatastat anugrahat bruhi snigdasya shishyasya guravo guhyam apyuta. Very beautiful shloka. That you know everything. Vetattam tava saumya. Why you know everything? You are saumya. You are saumya. You are well behaved. You are well behaved in front of your spiritual master. So, how did you learn everything? The spiritual masters, your spiritual master has voluntarily given all information to you. Voluntarily has given all information to you. How did he give voluntarily all information? Because you are snigdha sishya. You are snigdha sishya. The word snigdha is very, very special word. Snigdha means the most acceptable, most malleable, most acceptable, most intimate. It has many meanings. So, the relationship between the disciple and guru is the most intimate relationship. Therefore, Rupa Goswami says, Vishrambena Guru Seva. He says, Vishrambena Guru Seva. The most intimate relationship we can have in this material world is a relationship with our guru. And therefore, the service to guru is considered as the most intimate service. Vishrambena Guru Seva. So, therefore here, very nicely, here he is asking question that you are saying that the enquiries about the position of material body is simply a formality. And he is going to further explain, but the body is there. How can we just reject it as a formality? The body is there. The experiences of body is there. They are true. We are experiencing them. How can we just reject it as a formality? So therefore he is making ground for asking further questions. And he is saying that by such statements, which is refusing the reality which we are experiencing, I am a bit confused. Because we are experiencing certain reality, and then you are saying that this reality is simply a formality, and we cannot find absolute truth by discussing about this experience. So I am a bit confused. Is it not real that I am king? Is it not real that these people are palanquin bearers? Is it not real that they are supposed to carry the palanquin properly? Is it not real that if they don't do their duty properly, I am supposed to punish them? These things are not real? Are these things imaginary? Is my position imaginary? If everything is imaginary, how am I supposed to function? So these are all important questions. These are all important questions. He is going to ask them. And of course, Jadabharata is going to explain very wonderfully answers to these questions. So therefore, asking questions to the qualified spiritual master is the most essential duty of a disciple. It's the most essential duty of his disciple. But in Kali Yuga, the disciples are not qualified. The disciples are not qualified. Because in Kali Yuga there is no culture. In Kali Yuga there is no culture. There is no culture of service, nor there is culture of enquiry. In Kali Yuga everyone knows the best. Everyone knows the best. If they don't know, they don't care. They don't require guru. There is so many ways to know what is the truth. There are so many ways to know what is the truth. Just Google it, man. Just Google it. Now Google become also old-fashioned. You want to give a Bhagavatam class, just type the verse in Chat GPT and then tell Chat GPT to give a Bhagavatam class. Chat GPT will produce a Bhagavatam class for you. Why do you require a spiritual master? It's all waste of time. Go and serve him and then put some flower on his lotus feet. Just put some flower on Chat GPT's lotus feet and then it do better research. It do better research and give wonderful Bhagavatam class. You sit and speak You look like you are a great personality. People will start throwing flowers at your lotus feet. Why do you require guru? You don't require guru. You don't require guru. So Kali Yuga mentality is like that. Kali Yuga mentality is like that. People are little less than animals in Kali Yuga. So therefore, in Kali Yuga, all this system doesn't work. All this system doesn't work. You tell people that you need to have self-realization. You are a spirit soul. You are not this body. In order to understand this, you should go to Guru. Tasmat Gurum Prabhadyeta Jigyasu Shreyutmamam Satye Pare Nishnatam Brahmani Upasamashreyam. What is this guy talking about? People are so confused in Kali Yuga. They cannot work with these standard principles of how to approach a spiritual master. They cannot work with the standard principles. So therefore, in Kali Yuga, Nityananda Prabhu comes as spiritual master. Nityananda Prabhu comes as spiritual master. Now, you see what Nityananda Prabhu and Haridas Thakur are doing. Okay? Now you see what they are doing. Lord Chaitanya gives them order. Oh Nitai, go and preach the cult of Krishna consciousness to everybody in Kali Yuga. So Nityananda Prabhu is not telling, okay, I am the Guru. In Shastra it is said that Pariprasnena Sevaya, come and do service to me, and then you offer flower at my lotus feet, you become very humble, then I will tell you what is spiritual truth. Doesn't do all that. Doesn't do all that, because nobody will come. Nobody will come. So therefore, Nityananda Prabhu and Haridas Thakur, they go door to door. They go door to door. And they are knocking the door. Tock, 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 tock. And then the person opens the door. When they open the door, then they cannot find who has knocked the door. Why they cannot find who has knocked the door? Because both of them who have knocked the door have fallen at his feet. Now, instead of the disciple falling at Guru's feet, the Adi Guru is going and falling at the common person's feet. You please imagine the mercy of Lord Nityananda. It is beyond imagination. It is beyond imagination. He is the Adi Guru. He is to be given all respect. He is to be given all respect. All the great Gurus sit under his lotus feet and they try to learn what is absolute truth. And that personality, he is walking on the street and he is knocking every door. When the door opens, you cannot find him because he has already fallen at the feet of the householder in Kali Yuga. And with a straw in his teeth, he is begging them, please chant Hare Krishna one time. Please chant Hare Krishna one time. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. In Kali Yuga, everybody wants door delivery. Kali Yuga, everybody wants door delivery. Nobody wants to go out and get anything. And they want instant door delivery. First of all, there was commerce. Then there was e-commerce. Then there was WooCommerce. Now it has become commerce. You see, people cannot wait. People cannot wait. They have to quickly go to hell. They cannot wait. So therefore, they want every item of sense gratification within 10 minutes. And in the process, they are sending people also to wherever they are sending. Sometimes all these people who are delivering, they have to have so much pressure, they have to deliver in 10 minutes. I saw so much of bikes and cars going in Bangalore. I became crazy. I am afraid of going out in Bangalore. I am sitting in my room. So much bike, so much car. I don't know how people are managing. I used to live in Bangalore in I came to Bangalore in 91 and I used to live up to 94. My memory of Bangalore is, it is the most laziest city. Nobody is on the road. When I used to be in Bangalore, nobody used to be on the road. Morning 7 o'clock, if you come on the road, all roads will be empty. MG Road, Brigade Road, Commercial Road, completely empty. Not a soul will be there. Now yesterday we got delayed and then we went to a devotee's house and then we are coming back by 11:30, 12 o'clock. The road is full with traffic. At 11:30, 12 o'clock there is traffic jam also. I cannot imagine how crazy people have become. So therefore, to make the people of Kali Yuga Krishna conscious, only Lord Nityananda's mercy can help. Only Lord Nityananda's mercy can help. So therefore, today is very, very auspicious day. Yesterday was very, very auspicious day because yesterday was the appearance of Varahadev. So we discussed that how we owe everything to Varahadev. How we owe everything to Varahadev. We owe our very existence to Varahadev. Without Varahadev, we cannot even exist. Because Varahadev is the one who actually gifted this planet to all of us. He said, okay, take this planet and live here, man. So he is the one who gifted this planet to all of us. So we have very close connection with Varahadev. But we have even closer connection with Nityananda Prabhu because Nityananda Prabhu is the first agent of quick commerce who delivered the Supreme Lord by door delivery. He knows in Kali Yuga, people will not come out of their house. At least before people used to come, they used to take some trouble to come to the temple and they used to take some darshan. After COVID, that is also finished. We all became online bhaktas. Everybody sit at home, open one Zoom, and then we do Zoom bhakti. Good, we are doing some bhakti. Instead of doing no bhakti, some bhakti we are doing is also good, not bad. But the thing is that we are becoming more and more lazy. We are becoming more and more lazy. So therefore, it is very important that we accept the mercy of Lord Nityananda in the form of Guru. In Kali Yuga, without the mercy of Lord Nityananda, we cannot approach the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. Without Guru, we cannot get Krishna. So same way, without Nityananda, we cannot approach Lord Chaitanya. So this is very wonderfully explained by the pastime of Jiva Goswami and Nityananda. Lord Nityananda, he took Jiva Goswami of the Navadip Mandal Parikrama, and Jiva Goswami wanted to see different places of pastimes of Lord Chaitanya. So when Jiva Goswami wanted to see the different places of pastime of Lord Chaitanya, he did not pack his bag and then he said, okay, let me go and see every place. I'll just ask, I'll make a Google map, I'll go, I'll see all the places and come back. He did not do all that. He did not do all that. He took shelter of Lord Nityananda. He took shelter of Lord Nityananda. And then he begged to Lord Nityananda, please reveal the places of pastimes of Lord Chaitanya and his associates in the Navadip Dham. So this way, the first Navadip Mandal Parikrama was done by Nityananda and Jiva Goswami. And Lord Nityananda, he actually went to each and every place of Lord Chaitanya's pastime, and he went to each and every place of Lord Chaitanya's associates' pastime, and he very wonderfully explained the pastimes of Lord Chaitanya and his associates to Jiva Goswami, that Jiva Goswami was actually able to visualize those pastimes, and in all those places Jiva Goswami was crying and rolling on the sand of Navadip Dham and begging for the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. And then he was so happy by the whole association with Lord Nityananda, And with the strength of that association, Jiva Goswami became the greatest scholar on the 14 planetary systems. Prabhupada says he is the greatest scholar on earth. And his work, the Shat Sandarbhas, is considered as a phenomenal work. Simply to establish the supremacy of Lord Chaitanya. The supremacy of Lord Chaitanya. The philosophy, to give proper explanation to the philosophy of Lord Chaitanya. How it was possible? It was possible by obtaining the mercy of Lord Nityananda. But then we also see that there was another great personality who tried to steal the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. And he was named by Lord Nityananda as the thief. He was named as Lord Nityananda as the thief. And he was punished by Lord Nityananda. Lord Nityananda punished him. He said, "Hey, you are a thief. You are trying to steal the mercy of Lord Chaitanya without first of all approaching me. So therefore, you should be considered as thief. And you should be punished." And when he gave the punishment, what was the punishment? It was called Danda Mahotsava. It's called Danda Mahotsava. The punishment also was festival only. The punishment also was festival. The person who was punishing was also very happy. The person who is getting punished also is very happy. And everybody who is participating in that punishment, they are also very happy. This is the nature and beauty of Lord Nityananda's punishment. So, if we see, if we hear, and if we experience that pastime of Raghunathas Goswami getting punished by Lord Nityananda, then we all will start thinking, when we will get punished by Lord Nityananda. It's such a nice punishment. It's such a nice punishment. A very nice punishment. That we should get that punishment. We become heavy hanker for that punishment. When will we get the mercy of Lord Nityananda? When will we get the mercy? When will we get that punishment? When will the pastimes of Lord Chaitanya will be revealed by the mercy of Lord Nityananda? So therefore, we don't have to do too much. Here, Ravigana has to do so much of work. He has to make careful inquiry. He should do so many things. But Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda, they have made everything so easy for us. Even without asking, they are able to give Krishna consciousness. In Upanishad, it is said that the duty of the disciple is to go to Guru and ask. It is said. Tad vijnanartam sagurum eva bigached savit pani shostriyam brahmanishtam. He said the disciple should be fully prepared. It is called samit panihi. Samit panihi means that he actually should carry the wood which is meant for sacrificial fire. The significance of carrying the wood which is meant for sacrificial fire is that the disciple is actually showing to the Guru that I am ready to follow all your orders simply to learn the knowledge of absolute truth from you. So the onus was on the disciple to find the Guru. Eva bigachet means that one should move towards that spiritual master. He should go. It's the disciple's duty. But in Kali Yuga, everything is reversed. The disciple is not going to the Guru. The disciple is enjoying. He doesn't even know that he has to become disciple. He is very happy. He is very happy. He is going to all sorts of places. He is going to bar. He is going to so many abominable places. And he is thinking, oh, my life is very good. I am enjoying. But the Guru is coming to disciple. The Guru is coming to disciple. There's a nice song. Akrodha Paramananda Nityananda Rai Abhimanya Sunya Nittai Nagare Berai. Nagare Berai. He is going around everywhere. What is his duty? He is trying to find who is the candidate to receive my mercy. Who is the candidate to receive my mercy? And he is freely distributing his mercy. He is freely distributing his mercy. In spite of all that, if we don't make an attempt to utilize that mercy which is door delivered to us, then Lochan Das Thakur says, Lochan bole, se papi, elo or gelo. He's saying, Lochan bole, se papi, elo or gelo. Such a sinful person you cannot find anywhere, because Lord Nityananda is coming to us, and without asking he is giving everything to us. He is revealing everything to us without asking. Neither we know that we should go to him, nor we know that we should ask him. But he is not waiting for all that, because he knows these guys are all duds, useless guys. Unless I do something proactively, I go to them and I do everything, nothing is going to happen in Kali Yuga. So therefore, Nityananda Prabhu has taken the onus of reaching out to us, and that onus Prabhupada took. That onus Prabhupada took on behalf of Lord Nityananda. And then he went out. He was not waiting, I am great man, I am great sadhu, I am living in Vrindavan, let everybody come to me. No. At the age of 69, at the age of 70, so many times he went all around the world, simply traveling, and distributing Krishna consciousness to everybody, giving so many lectures, writing so many purports, so many wonderful purports he has written. Nobody asked Prabhupada to do this. Of course, his guru asked him to do this. But he took it very seriously, and he did everything. He could have just taken easy life, easy route. There was no need for Prabhupada to do all these things for us. There was no need for him to do all these things for us. He need not sit in the middle of the night and then write purports. He did not do all that. He need not struggle with young Westerners who don't know what is the etiquette of dealing with the Guru. Mukunda Goswami is writing that he was going in car with Prabhupada, and Prabhupada actually had one date in his hand. So he ate part of the date and then gave Mahaprasad to him. And he doesn't know that Guru's Mahaprasad is very, very valuable. He is supposed to take it. He kept it in his hand for some time and then gave it back to Prabhupada. Prabhupada was dealing with such people. There was no need for him to do it. There was no need for him to do it. Prabhupada in his own lecture, he says, these people don't even know how to pronounce the word Guru. Sometimes they call me Guru. They don't know how to pronounce the word Guru. Prabhupada says in lecture, sometimes they call me Guru. They don't know the difference between Guru and Guru. But Prabhupada says, still they do it with love, so I accept it. Still they do it with love, therefore I accept it. You see Lord Nityananda's mercy, how it is flowing through Prabhupada. We don't even know how to deal with our spiritual master. We don't even know how to address the spiritual master. We don't even know how to ask questions to the spiritual master. We don't know anything. And we are very proud. In spite of not knowing anything, we are very proud. We are very proud. I have this qualification, I have that qualification, I am earning so much money, I am having this job, that job, I have gone to this country, I have gone to that country. We are very, very proud. We are very proud. But in spite of all that, Nityananda Prabhu as Adi Guru has shown how to spread Krishna consciousnus in Kali Yuga to all useless souls, how to do it. And in Nityananda Prabhu's life we can see everything. Disciple attacking Guru. Disciple attacking Guru. Everything you can see. And he was tolerant to everything. He was tolerant to everything. So therefore, today is a wonderful day to reflect on that unlimited mercy of Lord Nityananda, the unlimited mercy of our Guru Varga, who is presided by Lord Nityananda. And then to see how to utilize that mercy. How to utilize that mercy. Utility is the principle. How to utilize this mercy today is a wonderful day to introspect on this point that Jadabharata, he is ready to give his mercy to Raghugana, and Raghugana is fully utilizing Jadabharata's mercy by asking wonderful questions, by doing so many things. He is going to be fully benefited by the association of Jadabharata. So today we also can think that how we can be fully benefited by the association of our spiritual masters, by the mercy of Lord Nityananda, and how we can make our life successful. Okay, we'll stop here. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Nityananda Prabhu ki, Gaur Premanande. Thank you very much. Already I went over time, I think so. So, if we can, okay, one question. Anyway, today we are fasting, so there's no pressure for going for breakfast. So, you can have one question. I'm still searching and figuring out where is the clock here. The clock is behind. There should be some clock somewhere where the speaker can see. It will be very useful. Otherwise, people like me can keep speaking without seeing the clock.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Thank
Yes.
you very much for a wonderful class. So, I have two questions for you.
Okay.
So first question is like when I read this section of Jada Bharat, so like Maharaj Raghugana is giving some arguments against, like he didn't understand, he didn't understood. So when I first read, I also felt like Maharaj Raghugana's arguments are quite valid because Jada Bharat is giving a transcendental knowledge, but Raghugana, we see that Raghugana, I feel Raghugana may also have been knowing all these things, but he was acting as a king, so he has to do his duties. So, like when we read take too much seriously Jada Bharat's question, like teachings, like sometimes it becomes, you told like one important question is how to function when we accept these teachings. So it becomes very difficult to function. And like Raghugana, he was functioning well, but Jada Bharat, he was completely, he has left this whole world, nothing to do with this world. But we cannot imitate that, and we cannot become overnight like Paramahamsa like him. So when we think practically, we cannot neglect this world. We have to act like Raghugana, doing our duties. We cannot be like Jada Bharat. So if when I read that section, it becomes like I felt very difficult to. So when I read that, I got the essence, like a little bit of that. But I felt like I should avoid the whole world. I was getting such feelings that I was getting afraid. How should I function? So functionality, how to understand.
So, see, you should always remember that Arjuna is the one who did not want to fight. And Krishna spoke Bhagavad Gita simply to convince Arjuna to fight. So it's not about quitting fighting, but it's about how to fight with the right consciousness. That's what Jadabharata is also telling Raghugana. Okay? He's not giving some new philosophy. He's giving the same philosophy. That you do your duty as a king, but you do it in the right consciousness. We can do all our duties. It's not that we should not be brahmachari, we should not be grahastha, we should not be vanaprastha, we should not be sannyasi. It's not all that. Okay. Sarvodharman parityajya means that it doesn't mean that you don't do any duty. Okay. Sarvodharman parityajya means that simply don't be carried away by the externals of the dharma. There are two ways of doing dharma. One way of doing dharma is to simply see dharma as the duty in bodily conception. That is what is the cheating dharma or kaitava dharma. or it is called as Purushartha, Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. But there is also the proper definition of Dharma, Artha, Kama and Moksha. That is given in Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam is saying Dharma Prochita Kaitavatra Paramo Nirmat Saranam Satam. He is saying that kick out Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. Then what to do if you kick out Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha? How do you function? The question comes, no. Because you function according to Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. Okay, whether you like or not, you are in the material world, you have material body, so you have to function according to Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. You can't find some new reference to function, right? So therefore, Bhagavatam also gives proper definition of Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. So if there is a cheating definition, there should be a proper definition also, right? So then Bhagavatam invites us to understand the definition through 9 cantos of Srimad Bhagavatam. You understand? Okay, that's what Bhagavatam is doing. Bhagavatam is first of all defining Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha in proper sense. Then it gives you 9 canto to understand how to do it in various circumstances. That's what Bhagavatam is simply doing. So that in 10th canto when you go, you don't have any confusion how to deal with Krishna. Right? I am an IT engineer, how will I deal with Krishna? You don't have that confusion. Or I am a finance professional, how will I deal with Krishna? You don't have that confusion because you have already been taught by 9 cantos how to deal with that. So what is the definition of Dharma? Simply in Bhagavatam it is said, Savai Pumsam Paro Dharmo Yato Bhakti Radokshaja Ahaitu Ki Apratihata Yatma Suprasidati. This is original Dharma. This is original Dharma. So then, okay, is the original Dharma. So then what to do with Varnashram Dharma? Because Varnashram is unavoidable. Krishna himself is one side saying that Chaturvarne Maya Shrishtam. So Varnashram is unavoidable. So if this is original Dharma, then how to fit Varnashram into the Dharma? So therefore the definition is given, Atapumir Duja Shreshta Varnashram Vivagashaha Swanishtitasya Dharmasya Samsiddhir Haritoshanam. So you do Varnashram, it is required, you have to function, but you function as a subset of original definition of Dharma. You understand this? Okay. Then comes Artha. What is real Artha? What is real Artha? Bhagavatam defines this. Vasudeva Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayojitaha Janayatyasa Vairagyam Jnanam Chayat Ahaitukam. This is real Artha. If you perform Parodharma, you will get Paro Artha, which is what? This is 2 things. What is that? Vasudeva Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayojitaha Janayatyasu Vairagyam. First of all, you will get detachment from the material world. Then you will get Ahaituki Jnana. Ahaituki Jnana means Jnana of how to please Krishna. This is called Ahaituki Jnana. All other knowledge which you are getting in this material world is how to please the body. The entire body of knowledge, whether it is Karma Kanda or Jnana Kanda, or whether it is university education, or whether anything, any body of knowledge which is other than transcendental knowledge in Krishna consciousness, everything is simply aimed towards how to please the body and mind. That's it. It's not, they are all hetu. The reason for receiving that jnana is how to please my own body and mind. But when you perform parodharma, you'll get parojnana, which is the jnana which is ahaituki jnana, which has no reason in bodily platform. This is the real artha. But then you will also get facilities of material world, like for example, this temple is a nice facility, Brahmacharya ashram is a nice facility. Like if you have to find a very good facility to live in Bangalore, just purely from material perspective, to live in such a place in Bangalore as a brahmachari or as a person who is unmarried, to find a place to live, is it easy? Is it easy? It is not at all easy. Sometimes I read how horrible it is to find a place in Bangalore for bachelors. Now you have such a nice place where you can live, you can go home, go to work, you can have prasad, you can have so many facilities. So naturally if you do parodharma, the material world facilities will also come. So what to do with the facility? Bhagavatam defines that also. He said, Dharmasya hi apavargasya narto arthaya upakalpate nartasya dharmaikantasya kabo lamaya hi suprataha. So first of all, don't do parodharma thinking that I can live in temple, I don't have to pay rent. This is the first part. Dharmasya hi apavargasya narto arthaya upakalpate. Don't think that I can get prasadam, I can get a free place to stay, so let me become Krishna conscious. Don't think like that. This is the first part. The second part is that you didn't think like that. You came here, but you saw the facilities are nice. So that therefore you are thinking, why not exploit this facility? You just get attached to facility, you don't get attached to Krishna. So the second warning is there. Nartasya dharma kantasya kamo labhaya hi smritaha. Don't get attached to facility for kama labha. Kama labha means simply for sense gratification. Done? What is dharma? What is artha? How to use the jada artha for paro artha. Done? Now what is left? What is kama? Kamasya hi nendriya priti labho jiveta yavata जीवस्य तत्व जिज्ञासा नार्तो यच्चेह कर्मभिः. The real desire, real kama should be to inquire into the constitutional position of the jiva. What is the use of simply inquiring how to get sense gratification? But still, you should maintain the body because body is the vehicle by which you can make that inquiry. Clear? What is the role of bodily maintenance? What is the real desire? What is useless desire? Clear? Okay. Now finally what is left? Moksha. Vadanti tat tattva vidas tattva vidyanam advayam brahmeti paramatmeti bhagavan iti sabdyate. Moksha is simply to understand that the non-dual substance defined as Brahman, Paramatma and Bhagavan is that absolute truth. Satyam param dhimahi. You see, Bhagavatam is very clear and practical. Very clear and practical. Bhagavatam is not impractical. So it gives you the method to function in this material world in such a way that you can utilize the same function and go to spiritual world. So you have to maintain family, you have to do your duty, you have to do everything. Ravigana was a king. He was acting like a king. But Ravigana forgot that he is also a spirit soul. He is also a spirit soul. And the primary duty of a king is to release his subjects from suffering. Shatrayate iti Kshatriyaha. So therefore, the greatest suffering for the soul is to accept a material body. So the king is supposed to rule in such a way that the citizens are able to understand that I am not this body, I am a spirit soul, I am servant of Krishna. Therefore, the rule of Yudhishthira, Parikshit Maharaj, Bharata, they are all glorified. Prithu Maharaj's rule is glorified. Why? Because these people know the technique of ruling in such a way that they can actually make the subjects Krishna conscious. You understand? Not simply that I am a king, I will go and palanquin, and if they don't, if they do the palanquin this, that, I will punish them. That is the farce. That is the farce. I am the husband, I am meant to enjoy my wife. If she doesn't make nice things for me, I will file divorce. That is the farce. That is the farce. I am husband, yes, correct. But my duty is to make sure that I create an atmosphere in such a way that my wife will go back home, back to Godhead. Guru na sasyat, Sojano na sasyat, Pita na sasyat, Janani na sasyat, Daivam na tatsyan, na patisya tasyat, na vimochayetya, samupetya mrityum. Very clear. Very, very clear. You take position. You take position. No problem. You take position. But understand the responsibility of that position. And then function in such a way that your daily duties reflect that responsibility. Taking position is not a problem. It's not that you should just leave and run away. You take position, no problem. But function in such a way that position reflects your primary duty, not your secondary duty. That is the defect of Raghughana. You understand? He just simply carried away by his secondary duty, he forgot his primary duty. When he got the shock of his primary duty, he was already done with his secondary duty, so he simply ran away. You understand? It's clear? He was already going to Ganga Sagar because he wanted to hear some instructions from the sadhus there. He was already going to hear instructions from sadhu. He was already going there. But in between, Jadabharata crisscrossed him. So he got all the instructions, what he had to get there itself. Then he became detached and then he left. So also the primary duties should be performed in such a way that at one point you should get detached. Not that I will be eternally householder. You cannot be eternally householder. So before dying, you should think of becoming vanaprastha at least, and stop making money, start thinking how to serve. These things are important. Otherwise, throughout our life we'll just make money, 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 money. And money is honey. So therefore, it's not that he is giving some impractical instructions to him. Okay? We don't have to be afraid of Jadabharata. Okay.
Thank you, Guruji. Such a clarity you have. So it will take some time to understand it. And so second question is Jadabharata, his present life shows because of his past life, he was so careful at every moment to not trust his mind. But even that, we read that when Raghugana chastised him, he became a little disturbed. So, and while instructing Raghugana, he pacified his mind. So, similarly with us, when we also, sometimes undergo certain tricks by mind, we got cheated. And next time we are very careful not to fall to victim of it. But again, we also get disturbed. Again, pride, dust, everything keeps disturbing us. So, it is a great tussle. So how can we pacify because if we keep tussling it, it looks like it is a great frustrating experience first of all, and once we undergo again the same things repeats again and again. We don't have any solution for this. It may take long time of practice and all, but how Jadabharata pacified his mind through instructing. So is there some way we can pacify?
See, there are two things. Okay. The first thing is that in Kali Yuga, it's not possible for everyone to simply take a philosophical approach. Okay. So therefore, when Lord Chaitanya came to Kali Yuga, and when he gave the process, he actually gave a process which allows us to experience the joy of devotion. He did not make the renunciation part as the primary part, even though he came to teach renunciation. Vairagya Vidya, Nijabhakti Yoga, Shikshartamekam Purusha Purana Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shariradari, Kripambudir Tamaham Prapadye. This is how he is prayed to. Okay. And then it is also said, Mahaprabhur Bhaktaganer Vairagya Pradhan. Okay. But he did not give the method of attaining this Vairagya by Tattva Vichara. You understand? Okay. That is not our method of attaining Vairagya. Even though Tattva Vichara is there, that is there only for 1 hour in a day. That is the Bhagavatam class. Okay. We are not sitting and doing 24 hours of Tattva Vichara. But immediately after Tattva Vichara, we go to experience the joy of devotion, which is prasadam. So before Tattva Vichara, we are experiencing joy of devotion, which is dancing in Kirtan. That in Guru Puja Kirtan, we nicely dance. So we are singing, we are dancing, we are actually experiencing joy of devotion. Then we do 1 hour of Tattva Vichara. Even within that 1 hour of Tattva Vichara, people are actually experiencing the joy of sleeping. Because they think that Bhagavatam class is a good opportunity to take a nice sleep. It's okay, good. Because in Kali Yuga we are so disturbed that we don't have time to sleep. At least in Bhagavatam class we can sleep peacefully. So we have so much of opportunity to experience the joy of devotion. Okay. So therefore it is important to be happy. It is important to be happy. Akrodha Paramananda Nityananda Rai. You see, Akrodha Paramananda Nityananda Rai. We are not meant to be morose in the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. In the International Society of Krishna Consciousness, we are meant to experience the joy of devotion. So therefore Krishna says, Vishayam nivartante niraharasya dehinaha rasovarjam rasopyasya param drishtva nivartate. So we get good opportunity to experience the joy of devotion. So therefore we should not be shy to sing. I am not a great singer. By this time I think everybody knows. But still when someone asks me to sing, I don't refuse because they are asking to sing, that is their problem. Is that my problem, you see? Is that my problem, you see? So I go and sing nicely, according to me. So we should take the opportunity to experience the joy of devotion, right? And along with that we should do Tattva Vichara. Then things work properly. Then all this frustration, struggle is not so much there. This is number one. Okay? Number two, we should have good association. Number two, we should have good association. An association where we can actually speak our heart, we can speak our mind, and then we can actually get some nice feedback. So we should have good association. Okay? Number three, we should remember that in Nectar of Devotion, Prabhupada writes a very, very important thing. Okay? Prabhupada gives the analogy of a child learning to walk. A child learning to walk. There, Prabhupada explains the innate ability to walk is already there in the child. The innate ability to walk is already there in the child. He just needs practice. But in the process of practicing, the child is going to fall down many times. It is not a crime to fall down, but it is a crime not to get up and walk again. You understand? Okay? We should understand this. That as a spirit soul, I have the innate ability to love Krishna, but I have forgotten how to love Krishna. So I am trying to practice how to love Krishna. In the process, I may fall down. But I should not give up. I should just stand up and walk again. And one day, I will not even think of walking. Do we think of walking now? I should keep my leg now this way. And now I should lift my other leg. I should cross that leg without touching it and then keep the leg in the forward. Do we think like that? We don't even think. We just walk. We just walk. One day loving Krishna will become like that for us. One day loving Krishna will become like that for us. So we should remember this. Okay?
Thank you, Prabhu.
Okay, we should stop here. I don't mind. I am not going to eat. I don't know what about all of you. You may have different services. Okay, one question. If anybody wants to go, you can go. Let me officially release everybody. Otherwise they will think, oh, this guy is holding.
Hi, sir. Vijay, I want to ask a question that, which happiness is illusion and which happiness is real?
Okay. Which happiness is illusion, which happiness is real? The happiness which is experienced by the mind in gratifying the senses without connection to Krishna is illusion. The happiness which is experienced by body, mind and soul in connection to Krishna is real. So this is explained by Krishna to Brahma in the second shloka of Chatushloki. He says, Ritetam ya pratiyeta na pratiyeta chatmani tadvidyat atmano maya yata bhaso yata tamaha. He says, reality is to see everything in connection with Krishna. Maya is to see the same thing without connection with Krishna. That's it. The gulab jamun is the source of happiness. Okay? If you try to enjoy this gulab jamun without seeing its deep connection with Krishna, then that is illusion. But if you are able to see the deep connection of Krishna with the gulab jamun, not that I made it, I offered it, now I am eating it at prasad. This is the first level realization about gulab jamun. That I made it, I offered it, I am taking it as prasad. This is the first level realization. But there are deeper realizations in gulab jamun. How did gulab jamun come? Gulab jamun came from milk. Where did the milk come from? The milk came from cow. How did cow produce milk? Cow produced milk by eating green grass. And that green grass is explained as the bodily hair of Krishna in the Bhagavatam. In Bhagavatam, in the universal form description, is explained that all the plants, trees, grass, everything, they are bodily hair of Krishna. So that's where it starts. Krishna has bodily hair, that is why there is grass. And Krishna has made a body which is the body of a cow. And Krishna has destined the cow to eat that grass. And Krishna has also destined that cow to give milk which we can consume. Not only as milk, but Krishna has also made fire. Because of that fire and the quality of the milk to condense due to fire and heat, which Krishna has made, when you pour the milk and put fire and then you keep on stirring the milk condenses. And Krishna has also given the quality of that condensed milk to become round. And Krishna has also given us the hands and fingers by which we can make it round. And Krishna has given us the eyes to see that it is becoming nicely round. And then Krishna has also given the quality of that milk to become ghee, which can be heated again by fire and throw the ball into the ghee and then it can become golden brown. Then go back to Krishna's bodily hair, which is sugar cane, which actually can produce sugar. And then when you add water which actually gives taste, because Krishna says Rasoham Apsu Kaunteya, and then heat it with fire, it becomes jeera, and then you throw the ball into it, and then it has the ability to soak, which is given by Krishna, and then expand in volume, which is actually given by Krishna. Now it becomes a soft gulab jamun which you can offer to Krishna and eat. There is so much of science under gulab jamun. Whole Krishna consciousness is simply focused on gulab jamun. You can learn the entire Bhagavatam simply by having a gulab jamun in front of you. You can actually learn the whole science of creation by gulab jamun. Gulab jamun is a very important thing. So when you see gulab jamun like that and then eat gulab jamun, that happiness is real. But if you are simply thinking gulab jamun is gulab jamun, I am going to eat it, my wife made it for me, then that happiness is illusion, because there is neither gulab jamun nor wife nor you. You understand? No. Because you whom you are thinking you is simply your body, okay? When you die, that identity will not be there. You are thinking this person is wife, but that person is actual spirit soul. When she dies, that identity will also not be there. And you are thinking this is gulab jamun. Next day morning, it will become some untold thing which you cannot touch also. Okay? So therefore, looking at things materially is not the permanent way of looking at things, because by nature material changes. You understand? By nature material changes. By nature body changes. When body changes, by nature those relationships will be finished. By nature the relationships will be finished. They will not exist. By nature whatever you make with material ingredients are meant to disintegrate. So, there is no permanence in nature. Whatever is not permanent cannot give you permanent happiness. It is simple logic. It is simple logic. If it has to give you permanent happiness, first of all, it should be permanent. Right? So that's what Jalapartha is saying. That don't get too much carried away by being king, servant and all those things. They are not permanent. They are not permanent. So if you try to extract dharma from a temporary situation, you cannot get the essence of permanent dharma from a temporary situation. Same thing applies to happiness also. Okay?
You told that happiness due to body, mind and soul.
Yeah.
What you experience is real.
Yeah, because when you eat gulab jamun, everything is experienced, no? The body is experiencing happiness because, you taste the gulab jamun, the tongue is experiencing the taste of gulab jamun. The mind is remembering the previous gulab jamun taste and it is now relishing, oh, previous gulab jamun was not so good, this is much better. It is much better. And then, because that eating of that prasadam is directly purifying your consciousness, so soul is also enjoying. So therefore, all the three levels it is enjoyed.
But like in Puranjan past time we see that there is a concoction of that what we say this like a Puranjani is there.
Yeah.
Concoction because of which we feel happiness
Yeah, that is temporary happiness.
So that only happens whenever eating gulab. That only happens, no?
No, because your consciousness is, see that is the point, that anukulyena krishnaanusilanam. Anukulyena krishnaanusilanam. Bhakti Uttama. Okay? So that means everything you do, including eating gulab jamun, should be for pleasure of Krishna. The problem is that we don't understand how to be a secondary enjoyer. We are coming to Krishna consciousness, we are understanding that Krishna is the primary enjoyer, but that is theoretical. Okay? The moment we see an object of enjoyment, we simply forget Krishna. We start thinking I am the primary enjoyer. So therefore, Bhaktivinoda Thakur says that a devotee who actually includes Krishna in sense enjoyment, or a devotee who keeps Krishna at the center of sense enjoyment, both of them should be treated as Janasangha. Both of them should be treated as what? Janasangha. But since they are devotees, we should respect them and serve them. Rest, he makes a big list. There are Mayavadi, atheist, sense enjoyer, friends of sense enjoyer, womanizer, Dharmadwaji, and then grossly foolish. He gives a whole list of Janasangha. These people are not to be respected, they are not to be served also. They are only to be preached, if they are willing. Otherwise they are to be avoided. But these two categories of devotees, because they are devotees, they should be respected, they should be served, but their association should not be sought. Because they are considered as Janasangha. Why? They have not understood the principle that Krishna is the primary enjoyer, I am the secondary enjoyer. Prabhupada says that he is the primary enjoyer. He is the primary enjoyer. He is the predominator and we are the predominated. So there is an enjoyment in being predominated. That enjoyment we have not understood because we are trying to be the predominator. So even though we are practicing Krishna consciousness, when the object of senses come in front of us, we take the default position of being predominator. Even though we are actually reminding ourselves, Bhaire Sarira Vidyajal, Jadendriya Tahekal, Jiva Phale Vishesagare, Tara Madhye Jivati, Lobho Maya Sudurmati, Take Jeta Kathine Samsare, Krishna Barodayamai, Karibare Jivajai, Suaprasad Anna Dilo Bhai, से अन्ना अमृत पाओ श्री राधा कृष्ण गुण गाओ. Half the people don't know the meaning of this sloka. They just sit in front of prasad and they know they have to chant it. you are sitting in front of Anna, which is meant to maintain the material body. Annad bhavanti bhutani. Annad bhavanti bhutani is simply meant to maintain the material body. This is the first step of entanglement. The first step of entanglement. You are actually facing danger when you are sitting in front of the plate which you are going to eat. So therefore, Bhaktivinoda Thakur has given this sloka, the Prasad mantra, which sufficiently warns you of the danger before you are diving into the gulab jamun. He is sufficiently warning you that you are not getting into a situation which is not dangerous. My dear sir, you are actually getting into a very dangerous situation. Be fully warned of what you are getting into. And then take it in proper consciousness so that it can liberate you, not bind you. You see, eating gulab jamun is a science. Eating gulab jamun is a science. So, everything is there. Everything is there. Our acharyas are very, very intelligent. Very, very intelligent. They have given everything in front of us. Everything is there. But we are not utilizing that opportunity. We are not utilizing that opportunity. We don't have to find anything. Everything is door delivered to us by Nityananda Prabhu's mercy. But we should become conscious. We should become conscious. Why am I chanting this mantra? What this mantra is telling me? What I should do before diving into this gulab jamun? And then start looking where is the second gulab jamun, third gulab jamun, fourth gulab jamun, fifth gulab jamun. After 5 gulab jamuns, I am still thinking, can I eat the sixth? Or still some other people are surviving in this world who will eat gulab jamun. So, therefore, the process is there. The process is there. We should consciously apply that process. That is our challenge. Our challenge is what? We should consciously apply that process. We should not mechanically apply that process. So when we consciously apply that process, we can actually get the joy of devotion. And that joy of devotion is the actual happiness. And when we don't consciously apply that process, then the happiness which we get is illusory. That's why even as practicing devotees, sometimes we get frustrated. Generally, when we practice devotional service, we are not supposed to get frustrated. Generally, we are not supposed to get frustrated. But we are getting frustrated. Why? Because we go back to our material world default of being the predominating enjoyer. The moment we take that position of being predominating enjoyer, immediately we have to be frustrated. Okay? Make sense? Okay. Let's close. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Grantvar Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Nityananda Trayodasi Maha Mahotsav ki, Gaur Premanande. Thank you very much.